Thank you, dear Chairman. Thank you. I would like to seize the opportunity to thank the organizing committee for this outstanding conference, and particularly I would like to thank my dear supervisor, Professor Infideli, for this opportunity to share with you my recently conducted study. So the presentation I'd like to share with you today revolves around a study that aligns with Mr. Mehdi's study. So the study is about prioritizing cross-cultural competence in the 21st century EFL classroom, high school teachers' perspectives and pedagogical practices. So the outline of this study, as you can see, we're going to start with an introduction, literature review, methodology, the findings, discussion, and then we conclude. So honestly, the backdrop of this study lies in the fact that nowadays there is an increasing importance of cross-cultural competence, and this is actually due to different reasons: the interconnectedness, the status of English as a lingua franca nowadays, and also the demand of the workplace today. Not only this, the study was also inspired by the role of cross-cultural competence in language learning to, let's say, equip students with necessary skills to thrive in multicultural situations or contexts. And as long as the study deals with high school context, in high school actually teachers play a significant role in preparing students to not only be good English speakers, but also to be something like intercultural speakers. So the rationale of this study is to inform educational authorities about the necessaries and about what should be done to guarantee that students get, let's say, necessary skills for thriving in multicultural situations, and also to offer some recommendations to overcome some challenges that teachers face in incorporating cross-cultural competence. So the objectives of this study, number one, is to explore high school teachers' perspectives on the importance and relevance of cross-cultural competence, and also to identify the intercultural specific skills that teachers prioritize in their classroom, and also to examine the strategies and pedagogical practices that teachers rely on or use, and finally to highlight the challenges high school teachers face in incorporating cross-cultural competence. So let's now explore what the literature say about this theme, which is cross-cultural competence. And for cross-cultural competence actually was defined by different scholars and for many years, but one of the most striking definitions was given by Goodman 2020, who stated that cross-cultural competence is the ability to understand, work with, and serve people from various backgrounds and social identities. For him, this was referred to by different scholars using different concepts, as you can see: cultural competence, multicultural competence, cross-cultural competence, and so on and so forth. Okay, so also there were many other scholars who tried to identify the dimensions of cross-cultural competence, and the main ones were Chen and Starosta 2000, who stated that cross-cultural competence is a combination of sensitivity, awareness, and skills. Not only this, Didactics 2006 also stated that cross-cultural competence is a combination of knowledge, skills, and attitude, and this aligns with Byram's work 1997. Okay. All right. So in the Moroccan context, there were many studies conducted in the field of intercultural communication and cross-cultural competence. Most of them focused on university student level of intercultural communication competence. Some of them also tackled the pre-service intercultural awareness, like Sharfi 2024, and also some of them tackled the in-service level of sensitivity, in-service teachers level of sensitivity, and this is a recent study conducted by Hadari et al. 2024. Okay, now let's see the methodology used for doing this research. So for answering questions, there were something like 5 questions. The first one is qualitative questions, what are the high school teachers' perspectives on the incorporation of cross-cultural competence, and then we have quantitative ones, what specific skills do teachers prioritize in their teaching, strategies they use, and the challenges they face. And the last one, it is a mixed method question, how descriptions and suggestions, or how do teachers' descriptions and suggestions help to understand the skills and challenges teachers face. Okay, so for the approach adopted here in this study is the mixed method approach, and it was also, this study also opts for the convergent mixed method design, which means merging the result and discussion together using the side-by-side approach. And for the data was collected using an online survey delivered to various teachers of English. Okay, so for the sample method, we opt for non-random purposive sampling method, and the sample size was something like 63 high school teachers of English in the region of France. Okay, so now we have a look at the participant demographics. So for the, as you can see, more than 65% were males, and in terms of the age, more than 65% are between 30 and 39. Concerning the teaching experience, more than 55% of participants have between 5 and 10 years. Now for the training, as you can see, this is a very striking result. More than 22% of teachers reported that they had no formal training related to the incorporation of cross-cultural competence in their teaching. Okay, now for the data analysis, the qualitative data were analyzed thematically, and for the quantitative data, they were analyzed statistically using the SPSS, and then merging the results using the side-by-side approach in the discussion. Okay, so for the result, let's have a look at the perspectives. So this is a chart that shows the mean value and standard deviation. So for the mean value, as you can see, for the importance and relevance, the mean value is 4 or about 4, which shows that teachers rated the importance and relevance as high. The standard deviation is about 1, which shows that there was a kind of, let's say, considerable variation in participants' answers. Okay, so for the intercultural skills, as the chart shows again, so most of teachers focus on developing students' understanding of cultural differences. Some of them adapting communication styles and open-mindedness. However, concerning the problem solving and critical cultural reflection, these are less focused skills, and probably these, because they are, we can consider them as higher order skills, and this is why teachers don't focus a lot on these skills. Okay. So for the pedagogical practices, most of teachers rely on the textbooks and digital tools, and some of the 5 minutes? 10 minutes. All right, so focus on the encouraging discussion. So these are the main techniques or the main pedagogical practices teachers employ in their, work or in teaching. Now for the challenges, as you can see, most of teachers stated that they face student level as the main challenge, and many, more than 26%, face the insufficient resources and materials as the main challenges. So student level for many teachers is a challenge why not incorporating cross-cultural competence. Okay, now for the cultural activity, the description of cultural activity in classrooms, so there were more than almost 5 themes discovered. So teachers used either discussions, presentations, idioms and proverbs, textbooks, and videos. For the suggestions, most teachers suggested training and updating materials or providing materials, and also updating textbooks as the main suggestions to help teachers incorporate cross-cultural elements in their teaching. Okay, so for the discussion made based on the results showed, participants, all participants, or most at least of participants believe that cross-cultural competence in language education is relevant and important. And this is due to probably the high level of sensitivity that was reported and found in the study by Haddawi et al. 2024. And this also aligns, this finding aligns with Salazar and Cabal 2011, who found that most of participants believe and showed they understand or they know that culture and language are interconnectedness, and there should be a kind of incorporation of cultural elements in lesson. Okay, another finding was that teachers focus on developing students' cultural understanding and discussion. Okay, so for the conclusion, high school teachers consider cross-cultural competence relevant and important. And also, teachers focus on cultural differences and similarities through discussions and debates. And the last one, there is a desperate need for further training and for future research. It's very important to highlight the theme. We can say this training, so future research can tackle training and to have a kind of needs analysis for teachers, what kind of training they need, and so on and so forth. And thank you so much.